I'm going to start by removing the old decal and change it to the traditional ladder stripe one for the series special. I've also now had to Dremel off the inside of this plastic bit because it was glued on, and you can see it's got a little bit of damage there, but I'll fix that up. So back on the heat gun, and it came off quite nicely, as you can see here. With this replacement decal, I can now put it back to its original look. I'm now going to replace all the lenses. As you can see here, had the wrong screw in the hole, and you can see they're all cracked from the screws being put on too tightly. A bit of electro lube and traditional bulbs, and we're all back to working order. Now the back has all new lenses, re-powder coated bumpers, as well as the traditional ladder stripes. Now for the front of the car. Well, you can see the bumpers here a little bit pitted and a little bit damaged on the driver's side, but the passenger side is actually quite good. Out of all the 4 bumpers, that is the only good one. Both indicators are slightly damaged and have the wrong screws in the holes, so I'll replace those as well. In order to get the bumpers off, the best way to do it is actually just to remove the radiator. I'm going to remove the headlights because I want to do some electrical work, and this also makes it a lot easier because right behind here is a bolt that holds on the actual bumper itself. If you look inside here, it's much easier access through the light pod. Now that the side bolt is removed, there are 2 more bolts under here, and then you can slide out the bumper. With the radiator removed, you can see how easy it is to now get to these 2 bolts. Now you can simply just slide out the bumper. Just 2 rusty corroded screws holding the actual indicators. The body of the indicator was actually quite good. The lens is a bit scratched and damaged, and the wrong screws don't help but hold it in place. I have a brand new lens here, and I'll rebuild the whole thing. So now just popping out the side indicators, which I'll replace with some new ones, and also just getting rid of this other decal. The front of this car had no nose cone detail on it, so putting it back on completes the whole look. I'm going to replace the front grille, and also just going to remove the spoiler so I can get better access to do some electrical work later. Now that the ladder striping is back on the car, I'll now work on other parts, probably more the electrical side and the interior. I'm removing the wiper blades so I can repaint them as well as grease everything up. I removed the battery to check underneath because sometimes they leak, and if they do, they will rust underneath the battery. I'm also removing this other battery tray because I have a stock one which will replace this aftermarket one, and luckily there's no rust under there. This aftermarket washer bottle has to go. I'm going to remove it and replace it with an original one which will sit in the front pod. Next time, in part 3, I'm going to tackle the interior. Thanks for watching.